Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Adulting is Overrated. Today we're going to have another amazing episode with someone who you may have seen online, you may not have, but she's got some really strong views and I know we're going to have a dope conversation. As always, if you're following the pod, make sure you subscribe, like, share, tell your friends, tell your families, get it out there. Pod is doing really well. I just want to say thank you to everyone supporting the pod. We are on episode 4 now and it's going amazing. So yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be a great episode. Yes, we are back with another episode of Adulting is Overrated. If you are back and this is episode, whatever episode it is, 4? Yeah, episode 4. If you are back, thank you for joining us. Thank you for keeping it moving with us. It's been a journey. I didn't know that editing and posting and trying to be consistent was going to require all of this, but it's fine. We're doing it and learning a lot in the process. So yeah, it's been sick. Last episode was very interesting and special. So if you haven't watched it, make sure you go and check it out. But today we are here with a young lady who I saw her for the very first time on the Shade Borough. When you're on the Shade Borough, you got something to say. So I saw her on the Shade Borough last week, and then somebody hit me that knows you and said, I think you should get her on the show. And then I said, okay, why? They gave me some reasons and they showed me some of your content. Then I went to go and check my own self. And I thought, yeah, actually, I want to have a conversation with her. So, guys, this is Esther. And you may know her on TikTok as What Kind of Life Is This? Period.
Yes, because what kind of life is this? I'm trying to find out.
Which fits the theme of adulting is overrated and what kind of life is this? And yeah, so we always start the show with a question: how is adulting treating you? So yeah, tell me how adulting is treating you at the moment.
Adulting is like thinking you're going to buy a second-hand 2001 Volkswagen Golf with rims and the engine don't work. That's how adulthood feels.
That's a great analogy. Yeah. What does that look like in real time for you?
Placing expectations on myself. That thing of, I'm supposed to be doing this by now, and then realizing that this earth is ghetto and I want to leave because it just doesn't work out the way you think, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Because none of us
have it figured out.
No. And I respectfully allow everyone to fail forward.
And I love that. Fail forward. I've never really thought about it like that.
See, when you don't feel, you better find this how to feel in.
Feeling forward. So for those that don't know you, just tell us a little bit about who you are, what you doing, what you talking about on the internet, who you at, who are you?
Who am I? I am a budding...
Sorry, my belly just rumbled and I'm just thinking about if they heard that on the mic. That's so ugly. But sorry. Sorry.
I am a budding herbalist. I am a mom. I am a businesswoman. That's just a small business. Selling herbal remedies and vitamins created for African DNA, which I'm really passionate about. And just a general well-wisher and someone that is trying to just share some light in a dark world.
Do you know what? I find it funny that you said, and we're going to come back to this, I'm not going to go too heavy into it yet, but I'm going to put a pin in the point that you said a general well-wisher, and we're going to come back to that. Before we go any further, we're just going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world, because we're living in a crazy place. And so this week, what's this week's tea? Last week's tea, actually, that's coming into this week's tea. First of all, we're going to start with Shits and Gigs. So if you don't know, Shits and Gigs are a podcast, and they kind of did a podcast tour, went on Andrew Schultz's show in America. I used to love Andrew Schultz. He does a lot of work with Charlemagne, and I used to love their music and just their conversation in general. Didn't know that he had gone the way he's gone now. And anyway, Shits and Gigs went on there, and there was a conversation around black stereotypes, black female stereotypes, and then Shits and Gigs got backlash. They apologized, deleted, whatever. So there's a lot of discourse around black women and around the male podcast space.
Yes.
What's your thoughts? Let's start before I say mine.
I think you should be embarrassed. You're the only men on earth that get on TVs, you get on the internet, you go on podcasts, and you talk down your women. Meanwhile, your women are innovators and trendsetters.
Period.
Hello.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, every other race that you fought to deem us lower than copies us in every way possible. Because have you noticed lately that on a lot of well-known brands, they're starting to use terms like the vibe, it's giving, yes. Isn't this all the stuff we were saying like 8 years ago online? And now it trickles its way down into the white vernacular, and you somehow want to put us down when we are the innovators of the world. We innovate in every sphere, whether it's sports, science, medicine, agriculture. We outside, baby.
Yeah, every time.
So when I see this hostility towards black women, especially in these podcast spaces, because we saw it with KSI as well. We haven't forgot.
Not circle back.
We can run circles. You're embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself because in when you make these statements and you allow other people to flagrantly disrespect the women of your race, and for entertainment at that, it sends a message that you're not respecting the females in your family. Because I know somewhere in your family you have someone that has a similar story to me. We're not different. So the fact that you are happy to laugh it off says a lot. I know there's jokes that we make in jest and in the moment, and I get it. You know, sometimes you get comfortable, but as a black man, you shouldn't be comfortable to have someone from another race dig a joke like that. If it's black to black, then there's a shared culture and understanding, but the person was from the outside, so it just didn't go down that well.
I agree with you. I think that like it's disappointing, and I think for a lot of people, shits and gigs, like for me anyway, when I was starting the pod, I was definitely looking at them like they did the O2, that's major, like I've never seen another pod do it like that, and what they've accomplished is amazing. So I think like as black women, sometimes it's even disheartening when it's like you are looking at these men and you're boosting them up, or you're respecting them, or you're supporting them, which black women always do, and then you always end up being like the butt of the joke. I also saw Andrew Schultz like basically laughing at them for apologizing and saying that, like, you know, their content is funny and they make distasteful jokes and it's not that serious basically. And I think that it's a hard one, isn't it? Because it's like, for me, I've actually actively chosen not to respond online or become too emotionally involved in the things that actually do impact me online.
Yeah, same. I had to see it out.
Yeah, because I think that it is a lot. It does affect your mental. It can affect the way you view yourself, the way you present to the world. And so I see the stuff. I might take in one or two clips. I might comment underneath one post, but I'm not going back and forth with people in the comments or on their view. I just can't. So that's been happening. I
do think it was quite the fact that, you know, this happened and then he's laughing at them for apologizing, that lets you know that you're a pawn in a game much bigger than you, and he's happy to sully your reputation for views of himself, because you were just a pawn in that game. And do you see why when you make fun of black women, black men, that you're always gonna lose? Because when they finish with you and kick you back down, we'll be there watching you fall. Because we get you to where you are. It's so cliche and overdone. You get to some pinnacle of success and then the wife on your arm don't look like you. Like, it's just so overdone. It's cliche. Like, I've heard discussions from men from other races, and one thing I can, in not so many words, no one respects you for choosing others over your own. Because if you can't even choose your own, how can that person trust you anyway? You're not even trying to hold your own down.
Does that mean are you against interracial dating?
I'll definitely prefer to date within my own, because I have seen a lot of different dynamics in interracial relationships, and the sad thing is, given the way the world is, black is deemed bad and white is deemed good. So even if someone can genuinely love you as a black man or a black woman, there's still that undercurrent of racism because you're brought up in a racist society. So there's certain things where that person might not understand you despite best efforts, because it's just not their lived experience.
Yeah. Do you believe in allyship?
Yeah, but a lot of what people think is an ally is just someone using you for vibes and aesthetics. So.
Ooh. And there's that. So that's what's been going on mainly online, and I've just been seeing a lot of people respond. So I guess I just kind of wanted to get your view. I know that like you're quite strong-minded. Strong-viewed, is that a word? Quite vocal, should I put it that way? So I saw the video I saw of you on the Shade Borough was a video of you
wearing the helmet of salvation.
In the helmet of salvation, aka the bonnet, talking about mums on the school run who wear the bonnet, wear the dressing gown, wear the bedroom slippers, drop off their kids and don't look presentable.
Yeah.
And in that video you were talking about, it's the first day of school, present how you want to be presented and how it impacts the child.
Yeah.
And also like how the school view you as a parent, as a family, as a unit.
Yes.
And I have mixed views on what you're saying, but the video went, I guess, viral, and it was on the Shade Borough. Did you think it was going to do that, or did you just?
It was just, to be honest, God put it on my heart to talk about that because I already did a TikTok live in the evening, and when I woke up naturally earlier than I was supposed to, and then I was like, okay, I'm up now. I did promise that I'd get online to talk to the mums about, look, this is what happens. This is because my son is 17, so I've gone through the whole.
Your
thing.
son's 17.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
So I've gone through all stages of parenthood. I know the mistakes I made. I was not down there in a onesie and a bonnet. I know the mistakes that I made. I know what I should have done different and what I learned from. So I thought, you know what? Why go through all that stress and pain and not try and help someone avoid going through this or get better? But the video as well, the way the Shade Borough worded it was aimed at every mum. I just specified black mums because there is a bias against black women, as we just opened up with, shits and gigs. So I just wanted black women to be more aware that when you're doing something, it may be held against you more, and you may not be given that same grace as others. So that's why I did hone in and speak to my sisters. Okay. So I agree. I have mixed views and feelings on what you're saying, and I agree that like when you are going to the kids' school, like I mean, my daughter's big, so I've got a 10-year-old, and if I come out the house, go to her school and I don't look good, she's like, Mom, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? So I get that. But on the other side of it, I've been in a position where I had a newborn, I was doing the school run, and maybe I weren't wearing the bonnet, but I was going through a divorce, I was fleeing domestic violence, and I was still trying to be a mum. And so my priority was making sure that this little girl that I'm taking to school is dressed well, is fed in the morning, presents well, and the baby as well. Yeah, what I look like, I don't actually care this morning. So I'm running out to just get her there on time. Period. And so I was also leaning on the fact that I know that when I interact with the school, I present as somebody who's focused on my daughter's education, attendance, and as a good mum. So what I look like this morning, I don't care. Yeah. And so that's why I kind of have mixed views. And then I also thought about like when my daughter was at her old school, I would see the white mums coming out and in their dressing gown, looking mad. Looking just that
anyhow.
Video was aimed at everyone, but I just in that clip I was just honing in that sisters beware, because it's gonna be counted against you double. And that is just what it is, especially if you're young. Like, do I look like I have a 17-year-old? No. So imagine how much younger I look back then. So I saw the stares that, oh, you're his mum. And, so it made me have to present even better, because there was the assumption, young, black, single mum. Do you understand? So that's when I became cognizant of the fact that even despite your best efforts, someone could create a whole stereotype in their mind about what your experiences and what you're going through in parenthood. But what I would say about the video, I did give women tips and tricks that has helped me along the way, because I'm not expecting you to come out with a full bust down face beat to the boards on a Monday morning. Sometimes you might be a little ashy, and that's all right. But what worked for me, I had a uniform. If you see me wearing the same tracksuit 4 days in a row, mind your business. That's my school run uniform. That's what I was saying to them, that even if you don't know what you're doing, we all have that pile of laundry that is not clean, but it's not dirty, that we can jump into. It's got an outfit there. Put that on, that's better, and do this, snatch your helmet of salvation off, ladies, and you're good to go. Do you feel like, something that I was thinking about, and I had a conversation with someone yesterday, is like, do you feel that black women judge black women harsher than
the same way we're talking about like black men talking on black women, yeah, I feel like there is a very big discourse around us judging other black women, and that's in every scope of what it is to be a black woman. I see a lot, for example, I see a lot of conversations around when women stay with a man that's cheated on them, and you see other black women in the comments like, oh my god, never could be me, babe, you've been cheated on too and you stayed. Where's your grace? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's never, like, it just feels like there's always something. I saw Young Miami, she did Revolt World in America, they did like a conference, and Young Miami, or Carisha should I say, she was leading with her podcast, and I think that's sick. She got picked up everyone on Revolt, and she's going against Drink Champs, like major podcasts, right? Yeah. And I see women in the comments talking about that hair don't look good, and I'm just like, rest.
Let me breathe.
Can I? So I guess that was, so my questioning is that, do you feel like that clip can come across as judgment and almost condescending to the mums that maybe, I don't know.
Every mum is not going fleeing domestic violence and going through all this stress. A lot of,
but every mum is not wearing the bonnet though.
And that's fine. But there's a lot of us that, let's be honest, we just couldn't be bothered. Because I will say it again, sisters, we are some of the most best dressed women in the world. Whether it be Ashoebi, Ankara, or even us reclaiming the sari. We are the best dressed women in the world. So I only made that video because I know your greatness. I know how beautiful and stylish and unique you are. And I just want you to continue to shine. And I mean, even in your dark days, get a Maxine tracksuit from Temu, darling. Yeah. Because you got it, baby. And I want you to shine. That's what that video was for. It was in support.
I hear you. I think I've watched the full clip on your TikTok. But when I first saw that clip on the Shade Borough, do you know who you reminded me of?
Oh, Lord.
I said she's giving the female China.
Who's China?
You don't know China? He was on not the last episode, the episode before. No. You know China. You will know him. He's he talks online about the single moms and the baby moms and single mom culture and women not wanting to be wives, but essentially he's very straight. Like, he's very direct. His delivery isn't great, but when I went to watch your other stuff, then I realized that, oh no, actually she's articulating herself well. It's just the way the clips get cut up. But I thought
that was a clip that genuinely, that clip ran through. There was no editing. I have times I will lambast, then I have times I'll bring you in. That's it.
Got you.
Bad cop. So you got the bad cop in that clip.
And so there was another video that I saw about selective breeding. That's actually the video that made me say this is the female China. And also, one of the things I realized in your comments, I don't know if it's because you're a woman, but like, China basically says the same thing. Essentially, that exactly what you said in that selective breeding, picking quality men who contribute to the household versus being a baby mom and a single mom, right? Yeah. That's exactly what he said. And there was women in your comments championing you. And then I look in his comments and it's the complete opposite. And I don't know if that's because
he's a man.
It
is because he's a man. He's saying the truth, but one of the reasons I started doing my lives is, I'll be frank, we don't want to hear it from you.
Agreed.
Because you can't fathom what womanhood is. And it respectfully and equally so, I don't know what manhood is like. I might have an idea, but I don't know what you're going through. So when you hear someone giving an opinion on something that you're going through that they will never experience, it can pinch you the wrong way. And I think it's just better that women correct women and men correct men, but also value the male opinion, because you can get the other view of how it's
perspective, right?
Yeah, perspective is very important.
I agree with you. I think sometimes I watch clips from men online and I'm just like, shut up,
cringe,
keep your mouth quiet. No, seriously, because sometimes I'm looking and they're like, what do you know?
Exactly.
What do you know? When were you a woman? And honestly, I feel like as of lately, I've been feeling even more strongly in my soul and my spirit.
Me too.
Men need to stay men.
Auntie, I agree with you 1,000,000%.
What's happening?
I've noticed a lot of men are in their bad bitch era.
Let's talk about it. Let's give it to me.
Oh yeah, well, let's slice this pepper well.
Every angle.
I think we have independenced ourselves to the point of complacency. We said we could do it, and there's a lot of men saying they want feminine women, But if you got a truly feminine woman, a lot of you cannot provide,
can't manage
for her.
Yeah.
And that's not just financially, that's
Yeah.
emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, socially, economically. Can you do that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they always say, we want this, we want that. Are you ready for us? Because I'm starting a wave, baby.
Yeah. You're right. I'm on the wave too.
Well, let's go.
Yeah.
Do you know one thing that got me though? One of the things that really powered me to start speaking about this stuff is, like, I've seen a lot of different scenarios. You know, I've been the girlfriend, the wife, the baby mum. I've been all spheres of it. I've been the young, like, single mum. I've been the young mum. And what I've noticed is there's a lot of vitriol towards single mums. And everyone's case is not a one night stand in a bathroom stall at a club.
Yeah.
So I need you to stop pushing that narrative.
Yeah.
Behind a lot of our cases is a man that didn't show up for us in the way that he should have. And maybe we should have given him more grace. Maybe not. But a lot of this contempt that we see online is bred from unmet expectations and disappointment.
Yeah. And I think you're right. I think also something that really hurts my heart is that a lot of people disregard that there's women who have had children and their partners have passed away.
Yeah.
And now they're a single mom. There are women that were raped that have become single moms because, do you know what I'm saying? There's so many sad spheres that you can sit in as a single mom that you did not choose. And I agree with you. I think that also a lot of men, and I don't know, maybe this is just my take on it the last couple of months, what I've been seeing online, a lot of men were raised by single moms and their actual self-hate comes from the relationship, the damaged relationship that they have with their mum that they're now projecting onto women, because that's a representation of where they came from and what they don't like about themselves. Because for you to detest a black woman or a woman in that way, or a single woman or a single mom, it has to come from somewhere. I don't believe that comes from a passion for wanting better for everybody.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking into this issue, and one thing I have charted over the course of my young adult life is a lot of the men that disappoint, lie, steal, and just don't show up for me are men that you're not even showing up for your mums in that same way. And I notice as well, the men that tend to have these really strong views are men that sleep around them. Because men that actually really value women and like being around women and enjoy the genuine company of women don't share these powerful negative views. Like, ladies, just beware. A lot of men are attracted to you, but they don't like you. And I need you to be able to discern the difference. Because a lot of guys want to be around you just to be seen. They want to use your beauty. They want to use your vibe, your energy. Be very aware of this type of male, because a lot of men will use, but my mum was a single mum, she raised me, as a shield to cover the fact that you might be acting misogynistic. Or you can't rise to the occasion and actually secure and support a woman in the way that you're going to benefit from her womanhood and femininity. So instead of addressing that deficiency, it becomes a thing of, these women's. Now, don't get me wrong, ladies, feminism has taken us off the deep end.
I was just about to say something that is literally because I was on the way here and I was watching the video, and in the video basically there was this man saying that he two videos. The first video was a group of women, African women, talking about basically if a man can't pay for their bill, when they're about American women can't pay for their bill, then he shouldn't be dating them. That if they're already providing a certain life for themselves, then he should be dating within his wage. And another woman was saying that if he's broke, he shouldn't be dating at all. And I watched another video of this guy, African guy, saying that if he doesn't date broke women, like a woman that's relying on me to provide lifestyle for her is very off-putting. And I just think we're in a rut right now. We're not understanding ourselves. Traditional values have shifted. We are just... I also think the economy has shifted, and women are now majority high earners, and now women are finally giving themselves what we had to traditionally wait on men to do for us, and the men have lost their shits. It's just like, what is happening? And also, as much as I don't fully endorse like sexy rap. I call it sexy rap, sexy red, glorilla, all this type of music. Like, I love the music when I'm out, right? But I think that it has become so over dominated. As much as I'm not crazy about that side of rap, I'll be in the party and you will definitely hear me say, "Go sexy." I will.
Because you sexy.
Yeah, period. I'm gonna sing that song. But I think that like when I see men talking about this sexy rap, I think that whilst I agree to a degree, I'm happy that women are now being able to reclaim their pussy power, because men had that for the longest.
Girl.
And so now women are clutching their vag and saying and they're making money. As they should, because when Nelly was doing Tip Drawer, it wasn't a problem.
For real. Do you know
wasn't.
What? We had a good 10 years of misogynistic rap, boy. Like, heavy.
For
real.
Videos that you couldn't even watch. Like, it was literally porn.
Yeah, it would only play. Remember when MTV Base
Thank you.
would play, like,
after dark.
Videos? Yeah, after 10 o'clock.
Because when you have to clutch the remote just in case someone comes in. You don't know what to come in and see you watching this one. Soft porn. Anything.
Listen, and then let me not expose myself.
You're gonna tell us the little. That's what. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving. But anyway, enough of the feminism and the what else? Alpha and the.
And then what do you bring to the table? Listen,
we're not even gonna do that.
Listen to me. Don't. If you ever, as a man, ask me what I bring to the table, just know I'm blocking you as soon as I'm out of your company. Thanks.
Or even whilst I'm still with you.
Right?
Yeah.
Why waste time?
I am. Yeah.
Nonsense.
Are you dating?
No.
No. Are you actively choosing not to date?
I'll just step outside and see a bunch of wild banshees and go back in the house and close the door and pour my onesie.
So if a guy asked you out on a date, would you go? If you liked him?
Yeah, I'd go.
Okay. But you're not actively pursuing dating?
I don't know what...
Should I simplify that?
I don't tire.
Yeah.
Because you will chat me. You started the conversation. Then you're asking me how I am finding it. Then the conversation don't die there.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What do you want me to do?
It's the trenches,
I can't
isn't it?
chase you. You came to me, sir.
I don't know why they be doing that though.
So now I just rest. I'm resting in my femininity. Like if you're coming to me, if you keep coming, I'll keep reciprocating.
Yeah.
If you stop, I stop. Sir, you're the boss. So you tell me.
Yeah,
how
you're
far
the
we go.
leader. Lead me.
That's it.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I can't shout again.
I'm resting. I saw something else I saw on your socials, and actually it was in my notes to talk about just in general, not necessarily with you, but then I saw in one of your videos, and I closed my eyes and I saw my mother, and you were talking about the teachers being demonic.
Yeah.
Said that some of the teachers are demonic and that praying for your children. And then something that actually caught me, because I know that's kind of controversial, is that you said something around a lot of these teachers will label your kids with like ADHD or like different things, and that might not necessarily be the case, and then you've accepted it and you've moved. And like I said, I heard you and I saw my mum, because that's the type of stuff my mum would say. Like my mum's heavily in ministry, so I grew up on like that type of stuff. My mum saying, pray before you leave the house.
Shout
make sure
out
you
to your mama.
Yeah, like, and now it's like, it's kind of
circle, right?
Yeah,
right.
Literally. But what is your faith like? Are you Christian?
I'm a Christian.
What does that look like for you? What does Christianity look like for you in 2024?
Personal relationship with God. Your pastor can't save you now. It's you and Jesus thugging it out in these streets.
Yeah.
And just getting to know him more, studying the word. I realized, towards the end of last year, that as much as I'm going to church, I'm involved in all this stuff, I don't know the word. It's not been taught to me. Like my pastor's an amazing teacher, but if you're working full time, you're sorting out your kids, like you may not have time to always go to every Bible study and everything. And I realize it's not my pastor's responsibility to make sure I know the Bible. He can teach a good sermon, but it's up to me to go and seek out the word. So I've been more in my word and just seeking it out for myself. I think that as well is what gave me the confidence to come online and speak, because at first I was so embarrassed. I didn't want to come online. I didn't want to talk about myself. But when my viewers would ask me, are you a mum? Are you married? Are you single? And then eventually you end up, answer the question, now you're in my business.
Yeah.
And it's so important to just stand in who you are and know who you are, especially in the eyes of God, because then no one can shake you off of that. So I love that your mum's in ministry and she was seasoning you with that salty word.
From time, and I was a bit of but it's cool.
We all were, honey. We're about to be God's strongest warriors.
No, absolutely. I think something I was saying to my friend the other day is that the Christian walk or the faith walk in general can be very complex at times.
Yeah.
And it can look like, well, my mum worshipped God like this and I don't worship God the same way she does.
Yes.
So am I a good Christian?
Yes.
And that's something I battled with for many, many years in terms of okay, I had a child out of wedlock. My mum goes to church, doesn't listen to secular music. I do. Music is my life. It's a massive part of my life. And I'm not worshipping God the same way, right? And so something that kind of I was thinking about the other day is that even if you look in the Bible, Job didn't worship God the same way David did. David didn't worship God the same way Moses did.
That's a fact.
They all had different relationships with God, you know.
That's such a good point.
And it made me feel at peace in knowing that David danced and that was
broke it down.
David had the moves.
Oh, baby.
He was giving it to Jesus.
He was doing the windmill.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
And God still honored him.
Right.
Job was resilient, extremely resilient, and never gave up. Yeah, no, I don't want to be Job anymore.
And I don't want to be Job, but you see that resilience. Faith. Put me down for 5 cc's. Thank you.
Yeah, faith without measure, and God still honored him. And so even people in the Bible, Samson, God loved him, and even when he fell short of the glory, God still loved him.
Yes.
And so I've kind of been trying to encourage myself with that, knowing that you might not worship Christ the same way, but you are loved.
You are loved. And just, do you know one thing I've realized? Give him some time.
Yeah.
Even if it's 20 minutes in the morning. One time I was talking to God in the morning. I guess he woke me up to talk to him, and it just felt like someone hugging my whole body, even down to my toes.
Yeah.
No, man, I couldn't be on TikTok without God. I'm Holy Spirit powered, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your battery.
Yes. Yeah. That's why I got so much energy. It's not from me.
Yeah, no, I love that. I think I'm loving that I'm seeing a lot of people coming to Christ publicly. Raheem Sterling got baptized the other day.
I was so excited.
It was just beautiful to see the public display of faith.
Yes.
Is just
hold it down. And this is why, sorry, I know I'm going to tie it back in there, baby. Yeah. Like a shoelace. But this is why, you see, when you're doing things in truth, you won't get on a podcast and be talking down on black women.
No, because I did not think that's where you were going with that.
No, we're gonna bring it right back. Because think about it, if you're actually speaking kindness and grace and love, you wouldn't say those things. You see why we need Jesus? Even me, I need him to.
No, for real. And I guess it's also a journey, isn't it? Because I used to think to myself, I be partying. It's just where I'm at right now.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah.
Make the stallion knees and everything.
Yeah.
I was there. I'm not there anymore, but I was there.
Yeah.
I was there.
And I will still praise God on Sunday.
And he will receive that praise.
Absolutely.
What I've noticed is with the Christian walk is seasonal. You go through different seasons. You grow, you shed your skin, you stretch, you're crushed sometimes. It's an ongoing thing. 2022, I was I was being pressed. 2023, I was in my Job zone. Yeah. 2024, I said, you know what, Lord, let's just go.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, I'm following you. So I'm just gonna laugh and enjoy you and praise you no matter what. And I started doing TikTok lives and enjoying myself, and now I'm here with this beautiful woman. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's beautiful. That shows growth. That shows progress. That shows change.
Honestly,
that shows the resilience that
it does.
Season. Yeah, you're right. It's definitely seasonal. Herbal remedies. Ooh. I've always been scared of herbalists,
I don't know. Is it the term that is being used? Because when Nigerians say, when I tell people, you're a herbalist. Yeah? Do you know Jesus?
Yeah. That's why I asked you. That was actually the first reason why I asked you, do you believe in Jesus? Because I was going to say, girl, you in the bushes?
I am in the bushes, but for Jesus Christ. Excuse me, Psalm 104. Verse 4 states that the herbs is for the service of mankind. Okay? So can we reclaim the term herbalist?
No.
We can't?
No, let's give it, you need to add a twang.
But I'm not qualified as a doctor yet. So
okay. I
can't say I'm a herbal doctor.
Okay. So tell me what
herbal
you do.
Remedies enthusiast?
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah. That sounds so good.
Okay, fine. Herbal remedies enthusiast.
Yeah, you see the way I even shifted the chair and everything.
Nice.
Yeah. I love that. What do you do?
So, to be honest, when I was 25, I had a complications with a pregnancy that sadly ended, and I just kept getting infections. The medication would cause other side effects. I'll take that medication to get rid of the side effects that will cause something else, and I just got fed up. I had to just stop working, stop everything, and figure out what's wrong with me. And then through reading and studying and researching online, I realized like it's the food. So I started eat for your blood type. That's the thing, a lot of you don't know that you're just eating anything. Eat for your blood type and eat for the melanin, because when you eat like that, things like fibroids and reproductive issues, hair loss, start to fade away. Like it's a lot of what we eat. 2013 is when I felt the most powerful, when I felt the most myself, when I actually came into my body and saw how it would look if we lived at optimal health, and I fell in love with that feeling, and I'm still on my way.
Yeah, girl, you're showing.
Am I glowing?
You glow. Every part of you. So you said you sell herbal products?
I do. So I found out. So I healed myself. I went to corporate world, working back to back, doing even sometimes a part-time job on the side, you know, being a single mum, trying to make it work, trying to holler for a dollar. And I realized, you know, in that time I was neglecting my health, and I developed a 20 centimeter ovarian cyst.
Wow.
That became quite painful, and you know, the doctors wouldn't touch me. So back into the herbs I went, and I formulated a vaginal steam that started to dissolve the cyst, and it was drawing it out.
Did you bring any freebies?
I went vegan. No, I went vegan as well, which assisted in the dissolving of the cyst. And then I had like the yoni pearls, which attracted a lot of mucus, stale, like unexpelled lining. And I realized, hold on a minute, a lot of us, you're not passing everything out. So that the passion of the fact that I've done it again, I've sorted myself out. And I said, there's something in this. The same blend is what I formulated to help other women. And then I also became a partner with Olayinka Vitamins Company. And Olayinka Oyibawo is a pharmacologist. He's Nigerian. And he formulated a brand of multivitamins tailored for African DNA, because in America and Europe, when they're formulating these things in their laboratories and running tests, they're not testing it on black people.
Yeah.
So when you have melanin, the amount of minerals that you need is higher than someone without melanin. So a lot of what they're calling our daily intake is based on a European's daily intake. So for a melanated person, that still falls under the line of deficient. So I jumped on this brand and I promote it and sell it as well, and I take it myself. And I can honestly say the vitamin D, which a lot of Asian and black people are highly deficient in, helped me a lot, because I was having, again, I told you I had some reproductive issues. Now I can chart my period for the first time because I'm not deficient. I didn't realize vitamin D literally regulates all other hormones. So I had insomnia, irregular heartbeat, irregular periods. My hair was growing slowly as well. Memory was just, girl, bye, I need a notepad and pen. But now I'm not as bad because I'm healthy.
The herbals.
Yeah, being a mum, we're just running around. You don't even think. You just go. And that's how a lot of us get run down. Like, black women are one of the hardest working women in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
We shout for everybody.
Yeah.
So I do it for the sisters and I do it for the brothers. But single mums have a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
And a lot of us don't actually look after our health until something goes wrong.
And then we're playing reactive instead of proactive.
Yeah. And then let's be honest, the medical industry is not exactly tailored to help us.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to help us out.
Well, I love that. And I'm going to put it in the bio. I'm going to put the link in the bio of this, so make sure you check it out. I think that it is important that we kind of get back to the essence. That's something I'm trying. You know what? When I turned 30, I thought, I'm a new being.
Yes, you are.
And I need to get back to the essence.
No.
And so I've never really, the honest truth is I never really cared before. It just wasn't something that was a priority to me. And it still isn't like the top priority, but it's definitely something that I'm trying to unlearn and get like into grips with understanding the body and the health and the what can I do to live longer and live better longer.
God bless you. But it's in you, sis.
Absolutely.
It's in the DNA.
We're gonna get there.
We will surely make it in Jesus' name.
Because this cost of living not gonna break me down.
When you say cost of living, did you see the flashback? I was seeing
The PTSD. It's like the room's like shaking.
I saw bills, inflation.
Yeah, no, literally. But cool. So yeah, we're gonna check out the herbal. What's it called? What's your brand? Your business called?
It's called Alafia Herbs.
Alafia Herbs. So I'm gonna put that in the bio.
www.alafiaherbs.com.
Oh, nice and simple. We love that.
Nice and simple.
I'm gonna put that in the bio. Let's check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that. Also check out your TikTok.
Nice.
We're gonna shift gear a little bit, and we're gonna do, at this point in the show, we normally do like a scenario, and then we do like a fun game at the end. So because I feel like you've been talking quite a bit, I'm gonna play a game so you can kind of just get comfy. So I'm gonna play a game first, and then we will go to the scenario, and then we will wrap.
I'm ready.
So this game, I still haven't given it a name, and I'm blaming the producer really, because by now she should have made up a name for this.
Can I name the game?
Yeah, you can, and we could see if, okay. So basically, it's a game that you probably played it loads of times, but I will read out the lyrics from a song, and you will tell me what song it is.
Okay.
If you get the name and the song name, you get a point, and if you only get one or the other, you get a half a point.
Okay.
No gifts today, no prizes, just love.
Oh,
Oh man.
shout out to Dora the Explorer.
Yeah. No, that's hilarious. Cool. Okay, first song is, and if you don't get this one, honestly, I lay my head on a pillow, staring out the window, wish on a star for a sign. Girl, I'm gonna start inserting music at this point. Tun, 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 tun.
I don't know.
Okay, one more time. I lay my head on a pillow, staring at the window, wish on a star for a sign.
I don't know. I lay my head on a pillow. I'm making up this song.
Oh, I thought you had it. It sounded like you had it.
Wait, I lay my head on a pillow.
Staring out the window.
I don't know. I know it's somewhere in my memory banks, but
All right, I'm gonna tell you.
yes.
I lay my head on a pillow, staring out the window, wish on a star for a sign. Fantasia, when I see you. Okay, I'm gonna give you one more. One more.
Give me two more.
All right, two more. When you say that you love him, and you really know everything that used to matter don't matter no more. I love that the way I read it just completely throws people off. When you say that you
money, all my cars,
you can have it all.
Flowers, cars and candy. It's so unfortunate to have you, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to know this is Usher.
What's the name of the song?
You got it bad.
Perfect. All right. I actually don't have another one for you. I mean, I do, but
Give me another one. Come on, because I flopped the first one.
Okay, one more.
Yes, ma'am. One more. Oh no, she's gonna read it in such a formal HR voice as well.
Okay. No one can test, cause you the place. You make the girls feel oppressed. I'm so obsessed. No, and this one, this is even your country music. This is your country music. This is your one of the big three. I'm even giving you clues.
I think, is it Wizkid?
Go on. No one can test, cause you the place.
Is it No Stress?
No.
Oh no, it's not?
No one can test, cause you the place. You make the girls feel oppressed. I'm so obsessed.
I was listening to this yesterday. Oh my god. It's on the Made in Lagos album, isn't
Nope.
it? It's not? Okay, no, I haven't got it then.
I'm so obsessed. Tease me, baby.
That's too far back in my memory banks. That's the dark days of doing school run, man.
Yeah, not the dark days.
I don't remember anything past 2016. That's when I was relinquished from the oppression of school run.
No, honestly, I'm so happy for you. My own is coming to start again.
We finally made it.
Yeah,
We shall make it in Jesus' name. Yeah, shout amen.
No, honestly, I love that for you, because the school run is not a joke.
That's why I was very adamant about don't let someone's ashy knuckled son come and get you pregnant after you don't pass through the trenches.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
It was not easy.
It's not, yeah, it's not.
Go easy, rara.
Okay, so you got one. No, what did you get? I'm going to give you two.
Okay.
And now we're going to do a scenario. So I'll read the scenario to you. You let us know what you think. And I think this will be good, actually, because you have a 17-year-old. And we didn't know you had a 17-year-old. So this will be good. I am 28 and I'm still living at home with my parents. I'm in the process of saving for a property as well as living my life as a normal 20-year-old female. However, my parents are on my neck to contribute towards the rent. It has put a huge wedge on our relationship, as every conversation we go back to speaking about money. It was brought to my attention that my mum had accumulated 15 grand worth of debt, and I feel because of that she's putting a stress on me, which I think is unfair. I don't mind contributing towards electric or the water bill or paying that or doing food shopping, but I feel like it's wrong for my mum to demand money from me as her child. When I ask my white friends, do they contribute? Or do their parents demand money from them? They say no, as their parents believe a child shouldn't be contributing at home, as it's the parents' responsibility to ensure the bills are paid. However, if the child wants to help out, then it is a bonus. What do you think?
That is such a good scenario. Well, you're not a child, and as much as she's saying she's asked her white friends, I'm sorry, I know a lot of white people whose parents are making them pay rent. I think I don't know how much this rent is, but I think it's very fair if you take over the gas and electricity, and even if you don't pay anything else, that is your responsibility. And your mum doesn't see a gas bill again as long as you're in that house. I think that's fair. I think she'll leave you alone. I think that's fair.
I agree.
Because it's her house and it's her life. And mama, I wasn't there when you was taking that money now.
Yeah.
I love you, mama.
I wasn't there when you were chopping that 15K.
But can we explore this a little bit? Because I did a live yesterday, and one thing I was saying is the adultification of black children from such a young age. And I do feel feeling scared. I have witnessed firsthand a lot of us, as soon as we got our first job, having that financial pressure from parents, expected to manage our money in a very mature way. Now, I'm not against taking a bit of your child's wage and saving it as rent. I'm not against that, but I do find that the moment like one of us starts to cross into that threshold of being an earner, there's the immediate responsibility thrown onto us of you have to show up, you have to provide. Whereas I feel, other races may have more of a leeway. We're expected to be adults ASAP. Like, I can't even say at 16, because even within the school systems, and that's why I was doing my lives about how you show up to school, black children are treated more adult than their white counterparts or Asian counterparts. So I do feel I'm hearing the remnants of that same expectation in this scenario. I don't think it's fair. I do think, to be honest with you, depending on how your house is set up, that gas and electric could be the equivalent of rent, though. So
depending on how many people are in the house. And I agree with you. I do think that like you need to take a bill, or council taxes. Like my council tax is 150 something pounds. You're gonna need to take something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Knock a bill out.
Do you know what I mean? Do something. But I do think that like I hate the fact that it's not necessarily in the generation before us to allow our children to build wealth.
Yes, that's
it's
what I'm
struggle culture. Yes. It's very much, I struggled, so you should, or I struggled and I made it. You will struggle too and you will make it. I'm not leaving life insurance because nobody gave me, so why should I give you? Like that mentality, I'm very against, very much so.
Get your life insurance policy.
And leave something and let your kids start generational wealth. And
I don't want to see you guys. We're starting to get to the age where some of you may not make it to 50 now, the way your back is set wide and the way you're eating. But
what's your problem?
You're gonna what? Some of you, I don't want to see your GoFundMe for your funeral.
No.
Get life insurance. Go in peace and dignity.
No, honest. No.
Bless you.
Girl, we're not gonna talk about it because I promise you that GoFundMe thing. But if we start talking now, say, please, peace and dignity is the best thing you can send. You can get life insurance
cover for as little as £12 a month.
And even just a funeral plan.
Exactly. That's not even the nails, girls. You know how much a refill costs now.
Yeah.
You saw me.
Yeah. No, you're right. I think
fair.
Leaving that burden on like loved ones
and Facebook friends. I'm sorry. It's a little shady.
Yeah, I think leaving that burden can be it's something. So I agree.
Yeah, I don't want to see GoFundMe funerals. Come on now, do better. Because when you was in the club, when you was getting refills, some of you are going to do BBL. But you don't have life
No,
insurance.
wait. What's your
Are you okay? Sorry. I'm sorry.
What's your problem? Because you're not
hungry.
wrong. No, you're not wrong. No, I'm hungry. No, I feel you. I think prioritizing a funeral plan
Yeah.
is important.
It is.
Yeah, and I don't mind a GoFundMe when it's like an impoverished child or a random situation
Yeah,
has
an
occurred, and like those kind of things. That's what GoFundMe was originally made for. Now we've taken
now
the
you're
thing
using it
and
to
we've
my
made it.
your 2 months behind on rent.
Yeah,
Auntie, why? Uncle, why now?
it's become the communal problem. Anyway, we're gonna round up. It's been amazing having you on here.
I'm so glad I was here.
Yeah, so glad to have you. Something we like to do on here, or I like to do on here, is affirmations at the end of every show.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. So I want to say to you today that you are beautiful, you are amazing. Keep using your voice to spread peace, spread love, spread wisdom, give strength. Keep using your experience as a guidance. I think that every test and every trial has a triumph, and your triumph may lay in the revelation of someone else's life.
Wow.
And keep doing that shamelessly at that.
Oh, she says shameless.
Yeah.
I love it here.
Yeah. Beautiful to have you. Lovely to have you. And I can't wait to see what else you're gonna do.
Yes. I would love to come back.
Yeah, I'm making pacts with people to hold me accountable. So my first guest is gonna come back at episode 100. What episode would you like to come back? 99.
Because Jesus will leave the 99 to go after the one.
Oof,
okay.
what a word.
And I'm definitely that one that he left.
To come and get
I was a stray goat. Sorry.
That circled back.
Jesus has helped me.
See me at heaven at the gate and be like, hey, we made it!
Dressed in my wedding gowns.
We made it back. I don't know how, but we made it just in time. And that's all that
Holy
matters.
Ghost.
Yeah. Guys, thank you for staying here till the end. If you've made it to the end of the episode, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe. Some of you are just watching and you're not subscribing. I don't know if you want me to beg you want me to prostrate, what you want me to do. But thank you for watching Adulting is Overrated with myself and Esther.